Hey guys, welcome in. This is your friendly neighborhood Unpunk bringing you a top 5 video here for the 5 best loot locations with the new Fortnite 2.0 map update. So first wanted to show off a cool little clip here from my good friend Alexa B. Pretty cool. I'll have her link down in the description so you can go check out her YouTube channel and make sure to hit that sub as she is super awesome, puts out a lot of great live streaming content. So make sure if you're looking for someone to hang with and check out, go hit that sub button and turn those notifications on for her. But this is going to be a video just showing off the best locations that I found in the new update that aren't overly populated for the majority and get you the best loot for survival chance in my opinion. The first location coming in here is going to be the number 5 slot, and that is going to be right in between Greasy Grove and underneath the mines, the new mine location. It is a little area I call the taco shop. It's got a taco shop, a house, a little farm barn area, as well as it's right across from where the broken house is that's close to Flush Factory if you stay on the shore side. So you got a lot of different sections to loot. You can get a possible 4 chest spawns here from what I've seen. 2 can spawn and almost always spawn in the house roof. You almost always have those 2 guaranteed. I've gotten it 9 out of 10 times there, so it's a pretty damn good chance of getting both those chests to spawn there. The barn, I would say about 50% of the time, has a chest, and occasionally you'll get a chest in the taco shop itself, and that little wood structure I just passed by, about 50% of the time, will also have a chest spawn in it, making it have a possible 4 or 5 chests depending on your luck. But you get some pretty good loot. I'd say medium is the loot you get from here. Sometimes you'll get some higher end items, but not very often when you find golds here. But it is a pretty good spot. You got a lot of potential for good loot and just a lot of loot. There is a good amount of ammo crates in here. So if you guys are looking for a good spot off the map, not a lot of people go to, this is somewhere I'd recommend checking out because it gets you a pretty solid start to a game. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the new Motel area, which is right in between the Junction and Anarchy Acres, close to Anarchy Acres there. This is a really good spot because it's pretty easy to loot solo or with squads or in duos, however you're playing. And it's pretty easy. If you drop on the roof, you can drop, and there's normally always a chest in one of these 2 sections. There's a total of 8 different chest locations in this building, or chest spawns that are possible, and there's 2 houses next door, broken buildings, that can also spawn 1 chest in each at maximum possibility. So you can, in this area, potentially walk away with at the most 10 chests. I'd say average is 4 to 6 that you'll find, but pretty good spot to go overall. There's a lot of good loot in here, and there's a lot of ammo boxes and little things hidden in the corners. So make sure to check it out, the Motel. Definitely give it a quick run over and make sure you see all the possible loot locations in your game. I would not recommend this if it's in direct path of the bus, but if the bus is not going right over it, then definitely make sure to stop by the Motel, even if it's a little out of the way, because you and your squad can definitely get some good medium to high loot out of this place. As you see here in the footage, there's 2 purple sniper drops that are happening, so it's getting you some pretty good stuff. Coming in at the number 3rd place is going to be what I like to call the Factory of the Factory. And that is because it's right next to Flush Factory, and it's another set of factories. And it's very similar to the factories that are over by Dusty Depot section of the map as well. I don't know why they added so many factories, but I'm super happy that they did because it's one of my favorite spots to drop. If it's not too close to the bus path, I will make sure that I divert myself a little bit and head this way. I prefer it with squads, or with duos. I apologize. With duos is my favorite to go with, but squads and solos are also good. With solos, there's a little bit too much space to loot. It takes a little bit too much time, in my opinion, unless you quick loot. And with squads, there's sometimes a little bit short on the loot. But I'd say this is medium to high loot as well, with sometimes some legendary and exotic items you will get. I've been getting RPGs out of here like crazy left and right recently, so I'm pretty hyped on that. And you can pick up some bolties. Also, if you land right on there, Most of the time there will be a chest spawn on there. I would say there's about 6 chest spawn locations, maybe 8 at most, and you normally clear at least 4 chests in this area. So if you're playing squads, each one of your team members should be able to clear a chest. As you see in this building alone, I had gotten 3 different chests off this one building, so I'm pretty confident there should be at least 8 chest locations in this. There's an underground section on one of the buildings, and there's another roof section on one. So you got a lot of loot to spread around, and this is why this spot is going to be coming in at our number 3rd place, because number 2 and number 1 you guys are going to be pretty happy with. Number 1 is probably my favorite because of its difficulty to get to, but we'll get there in just a second. Number 2 here, we're going up by Junction, just in between Junk and Haunted Hills and Pleasant Park, a little bit off to the top right of those 3 locations you'll see here on the map. This spot can spawn up to 6 chests at most, so it doesn't have quite as high chest spawn positions, but there is more likely to be multiple chest spawns at once. As you'll see in the footage here, most of the time I get 3 to 4 chests to spawn here basically every time I've dropped in. In this gameplay you'll see that there's 4 different chests. This is basically like a set of destroyed buildings, some ruins of buildings. I don't know what exactly to call it, maybe the building ruins or something along those lines, but it has a very good loot. I would say a lot of the time you're getting high-end loot off this, with the spawns of just normal weapons are about medium or so, but the loot from the chests is pretty high. You'll see I pick up a nice blue pistol here, a blue revolver just off the ground over here in a second, just laying here. Lots of ammo drops because these broken buildings have them just layered and littered with them. So you got lots of stuff. You can get a lot of shields and a lot of health potions in here as well. So I am putting this at the 2nd best spot, because not a lot of people go here unless it's in the direct path of the bus, and not that often does this come in the direct path of the bus. But there is just so much to see. Like, even with 2 people, it's a little too much loot to handle. I'd say this is a good position to play with squads. If you're trying to find some really good loot for your entire squad, definitely check out these ruined buildings. As you can see, I had already gotten 1 chest. I was going for number 2, and my teammate Drag over there, he already had gotten 2. Coming in our number 1 position, the best loot location I have found from this new update by far, that I think is just fantastic. It's going to be right in Tilted Towers. Yes, I said the crazy Tilted Towers that everyone freaks out about. Well, you know, it's a little bit of a ballsy move, but you gotta go crazy to get your reward. You can go other places, get good loot, but if you go here, you're guaranteed at least 2 chests. It's best to do this place in solo. This works really good for a solo game. Not as good in duos or squads, but if you're playing alone, definitely make sure you come check this spot out if you can manage it. You're gonna have to kind of maneuver around. I didn't necessarily make the best move here. I meant to land on the side of the mountain here and slide down, as it would have given me a lot quicker of a drop. But you just fly yourself right into this little place right here in the back side on the bottom behind the clock tower. You're going to start out by normally getting high-end loot dropped in there. You get a chest up here almost every time, as well as you just destroy these 2 little crates to get a secret. You duck down and you crawl right in here. There can be a total of 4 different chests that can spawn down here. I only got 1 in this gameplay here, but traditionally I get 2 or 3 chests out of this building alone, and one time I have gotten 5 chests out of just this building, which was absolutely ridiculous. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. If you did like the video, make sure to drop a like and leave a comment down below your favorite loot location on the new Fortnite update. What I'm going to do here is leave you with a quick little clip of my buddy Drag the J and a clutch kill we got earlier in game. Definitely go check him out in the description. As always, thanks for checking out the channel. Let's try and get 1 million likes on the video here today, and we'll see you guys real soon.
Which check? Oh, I see.
Be gone, thought. I killed him while he was reviving his teammate. Let's go!